Okay, so if you notice the thumbnail, I'm gonna try to just get into this one, and then we'll have a quick discussion about something, a question that I was asked, and I get asked all the time, and then we will finish up and do the inside of the truck. So, who all we got? We got 5 here already. Some thumbs up. Sweet. BTS, Billy. What's up, guys? How you been? Billy, what are we having for dinner? I missed it. So, I've been asked. I can't count how many times. Um, can you swing a tree? Like, and the answer is yes. You can. You can definitely um, swing a tree out when you're falling it. It's just knowing how to do that. So the whole concept is, you take your notch out of in front of a tree, then you make your back cut. Now your back cut, you usually want to be coming in at the same angle as the way your notch is facing, and you want to come in even, and that will cause it to go exactly where you've set your notch. Now, sometimes you'll have to work, you can try to swing it around stuff. So to do that, I'm just going to show you like how I would do it, and I have a little kind of diagram drawn out for you guys just to help out the whole thing. Um, we're gonna move. My dog is inside barking, driving me nuts. So we'll move back here, and I'll show you guys from here. I want to go inside and throw something at him right now. Hang on just a second, I'm gonna grab this. So we'll start with this, and I'll kind of fold it because they're all kind of drawn out, so I don't want to like overwhelm you with too many pictures. So if this is first, you have your traditional notch, okay? Comes out of the front of the tree, you put your notch in. When you make your back cut on it, you're going to want to be a little bit above your bottom cut and come in, okay? So now that changes a bit if you move to a Humboldt. Now the slant is down, which will allow the tree to travel off the stump when it closes up, as opposed to the traditional, which was here, that when it closes up, often it'll stay on the stump. So that's the reason that I use these two, is because a Humboldt, most of the time is when I want it to leave the trunk, and a traditional is when I want to keep it on the stump. So then you have some other notches that are like not as common, but just can be just as useful and necessary. You have your open face, which is a slanted bottom, slanted top. That is when you have like a crazy back leaning tree and you need a whole bunch of travel before it actually closes up. And because when a tree closes up and that notch closes, you now have lost control. Gravity completely takes over. So yeah, kinda. You can make the hinge fight gravity a little bit, and that's the trick I'm going to show you. So, open face. Just ignore my god-awful handwriting. Now, you could make a traditional notch, and here's one of the things I suggest people maybe try to use, is widening your back strap. I'm just going to leave this open. You guys can see all the pictures. So, right here, widening your back strap. So you would have your traditional notch, which would be like right there. And look at how many different ways you can come into this cut. You don't have to be as precise as you do with these three. With the open face, you want to come right into the about even with that back cut, so you get a good hinge. But with a widened back strap, you get way easier flexibility. Like it'll flex with ease, like no issue. Where these won't flex as much because the back strap is very small. You're just pulling wood then. So when you widen the back strap, like with a box, notch there, or when you widen the back strap, you can do your traditional notch and then make a cut below that, and then make another cut below that, whack that part with your, with your axe or something, and take those chunks of wood out, and now you have this widened back strap that flexes much easier than if it was real tight. So I'm hoping I haven't lost you with that explanation, but well, you guys tell me. I mean, is most of that make sense? BTS says it's been a good week. What's going on, Mike? Some good juice. Well, I've been doing some fun stuff. I mean, I got plenty of footage to be giving you guys, so I want to make sure that, like, is there any questions on any of those? Like, cause there's your 5 mains. They become harder to make. Like the Humboldt is a little harder than doing a traditional, and open face can be the easiest because you can make them meet. But we're not going to focus on any of the other little techniques as far as like, and standards as far as like how far in on your notch, all that stuff. We're going to pretend like all that's known, and we just want to learn to swing a tree or make it easier to pull a tree over. So widening that back strap is going to make that flex, it's so much easier, and you don't have to be as insanely precise with your cut, and you're still going to get the good flex. So the thumbnail, if you notice, it says make sure your back cut is level. Like, and when I say level, if you decided to put your notch at an angle, you want your back cut at an angle. So you don't want them crossing up, because then you're making like a snap cut, it bypasses stuff, it just won't work. So your bottom cut, with if you were doing a traditional, and your top slanted, your bottom cut, you want this cut to be at that same level. You don't want it off, because then things will twist and do all kinds of silly stuff. So now I got one more diagram I'm gonna show you, and then we'll do the chuck thing, and then we'll try to make this probably a quick one. I mean, I don't want to keep you guys on here for too long, but makes sense. Cool. No, I think I understand that sounds okay. Cool. Right on. What's up, John? Makes sense. What's going on? Little mechanic shop. What's up? That's what we use with redwood. Yeah, Jeffrey. The box cut, was that what you would use with redwoods? You can use the plunge and all that stuff to get that box, or you know, brittle woods. Like probably redwood is probably very brittle. It doesn't probably pull. I mean, I wouldn't know, but anything that's real brittle and doesn't flex very good and pops and cracks and snaps, widening that back strap is gonna allow for easier flex. So makes sense. Cool. Right on, ground pounder. Okay. I made some content for you, man. Oh, right on. Cool. Cool. Yeah, I'll have to check everything out. I've been trying to keep up with everything. I've just been stupid slammed with stuff here recently. I had to go to the bank. Somebody hacked in my account and has been charging all kinds of stuff. I don't know. It's crazy, but yeah. Finally got it figured out. So, here's the other diagram. To swing a tree. Jeffrey says yes. AKA, oh, Kellen. Okay, right on. Little mechanics. I knew the thumbnail looked familiar, I thought, but cool. What's up? Right on. I dig it. No, we got an OG back in here. So we're looking to swing a tree. Now, if you notice, here's your tree before. I tried to make this as simple as I possibly could. There's your before. Now, we put a notch in it. Here's after a notch. So you're looking down onto the stump. So a third. There's the rest of you, and your notch comes off that. This doesn't so much apply with, like, if I'm being honest, when I'm trying to swing a tree, I'm usually using a traditional notch, and if I need it to drop off the stump, I'll make it an open face a little bit, but I'm looking for a traditional, or I'll, like, put that drop tip on it. But so to keep it straight, there's your diagram right there. So you would, your back cut, if you notice, is completely level with your face cut here. Now you have that much hinge across. It's going to flex there. It's going to close up. It's going to go straight down the line where your arrow wants it to here. So now if we were looking to swing that tree, this is probably completely backwards, but just pretend your right's your left and your left's your right. But because I think it flips everything. Now if you notice here, if we were looking to swing it, which on this it says to the right, but even on my left now, but if we're looking to swing it this way, let's just say that. Notice the cut is at an angle, and you have more wood on this side than you do on this side. This is something that a lot of people disregard when it comes to fallen trees. They think it's just slap a notch in it, cut it. But now, when you have more holden wood here, as that tree starts to go over, it's starting to kind of turn because all this hinge wood, this is taken off. This is wanting it to go. This says hold up. So it takes it and it holds a little more. And there's where you get your swing. So a lot of times to get that swing, you're going to have to stay on the stump and be cutting on the stump, which is not fun for some people. They don't really like it. It can be dangerous, but before it closes up, usually you're committed. You know the point when gravity's taking over and there's nothing else you can do. But you know, as it starts to come over, you could make sure I'm not putting this upside down. You could be at that angle and you just keep eating in, and then as it's coming over and you're eating in, and then you know your hinge is gone over here now. All you got is a little bit there, and that's when this thing comes down. It goes on your path that you wanted it to, and it says and catches a little bit of hinge and swings it. Same concept, the opposite direction. Now the tree, to get a swing, is always going to need more hinge wood and meat on the side that you want it to swing. So that's basically it. You want it to swing, leave more meat on that side. Play on the stump and keep your cut consistent. And you know, you can, I've really swung some trees and made them, especially tall, skinnier trees, you can really get them to swing. And then, you know, your pulling angle is going to have something to do with it. But that's my little tip, you know, pointer for anybody. That is something that I personally haven't seen discussed a lot, especially when it comes to YouTube. So it's something that I wanted to touch base on, discuss. I actually ruined some old lyrics and stuff to do these diagrams. I didn't even realize what I was writing on, but yeah, whatever. Who wants to remember being young? So, now we go finish the truckling. I hung it on the barn. Good evening. Oh, JC, what's up? I hung it on the back on the barn wall. What are you doing, ground pounder? I gotta see it. You know what? I'm just trying. Ground pounder, I appreciate the hell out of that, but if I could help people all the time, I would. I enjoy it. I really do. And there's not a whole lot that like I'm good at or smart about. So it's like I give you what I got. You know, if you're cold, I'll give you the shirt off my back. You know, if you need a ride, hop in the passenger seat. But you know, I have a daughter. I don't want her doing this. This is tough. It's rough on the body. You know, it's fun. I love it, but definitely not for everybody. So yeah, I enjoy doing this kind of stuff, and seeing the people that it helps is really cool. Like when you see the sign go, oh my god, I had nothing to do with it. You son of a guns. That's funny. I can't wait to see it now. Right on, John. What's up, JC? You gotta what? I will. I will. When I'm trying to remember when I get down here, I'll just have to go grab some dinner. But Turbo, right on. I'm glad. I'm glad it made sense too, because I didn't. Good quick tutorial with good. Cool, BTS. Right on. I'm just glad it made sense. I didn't want to waste you guys' time, but it's something I get asked all the time, and I just recently was asked it in the comments, so I just figured now's as good a time as any. Took a few minutes before, drew them down. It was really quick, so I was hoping it made sense. So let's do the truck thing. So always in my truck, my camera stuff. You know, usually I'll keep the hard hat stuff in there, and an important thing for an old man is biofreeze. So I always have biofreeze in my truck. Sure, you can find gloves pretty much everywhere you look. It's an old sun-beaten Cheryl tree mag that got thrown on my dash. Cards. Let's do the center console. First aid kit, estimate book. Check this thing out. So I got this at a auction. So, oh, so it's like this weird little pamphlet diagram thing that folds out, and like you see there. Clear up. Come on, stupid. Well, just imagine it's really cool, okay? And it's got a bunch of other information for all of them on the back, which is really nice. But yeah, a really cool little reference thing to use, especially when you don't know a tree. You know, you can kind of grab this and go off of it. And it's Fandex North American trees identified by leaf, bark, and seed. So it's pretty cool, isn't it? Remember when you sent me the stickers? Is that still your message? No, it probably isn't. It probably isn't, Kellen. How about you just um, leave a comment on, after we're done here, just leave a comment on any of the videos, and I will quickly comment back and send you my address, and then I'll erase it. So just like it after I put it up, so I know you've seen it, so I can take it back off. But because I don't want everybody going where, you know. I'm kind of a private guy, but it's kind of getting dark, so we kind of got to move quick, or I got to get a light. Before, I don't know, I got a bunch of glasses and stuff. I have some magazines. I have some like Bartlett magazines that I was in that, I don't know, they were in my truck because I showed my parents. And I was on the cover, the back cover of one of them. That may have been, actually that was a Cheryl tree, but yeah, I have a few pictures in this one, so if anybody has it, keep it, because it's got a few photos of mine in it. Oh yeah, what I was going to show you, here's what I used before we had helmet communications. So they have little clips on the back of them. You can hook them up to, earphones, but the little CBs, and we use these to talk. We just clipped it, onto your shirt, and then when you need to talk, it's right there. It's really easy to use, so these work pretty good, especially if we had multiple vehicles. You could be able to talk as you're going down the road and stuff. And the range was pretty gnarly. Like it went pretty far. So um, they're Cobras, so I think they're a pretty good brand anyway. But there's three of them. It's really cool. It comes with this little three-way charger too, so I could charge all three of them at once out of one outlet, and I really like that. Is there an ISBN number or barcode on the back? BTS on the magazine or on the little pamphlet thing? The, the I don't even know what to call that thing. The little pictures and stuff. That's pretty neat. I don't know many trees. Will I know how to cut them? Yeah, yeah. See, and a lot of guys, are like that. And sometimes I'm a, when it comes to tree work, I feel like I feel like I need to know it all. So I would run into sometimes that just aren't native to the area, so I just wouldn't know what they were. And that thing's kind of pulled me out of a spot multiple times when you can run back to the truck and be like, hang on, let me check this out. I'll either figure it out by bark, by leaf, or by seed. So it's really cool. I never seen. Yeah, it's a neat little thing. I got it at an auction at somebody's that was like moving out of a house. So I thought it was pretty cool. I should have. Yeah, yeah. Email me. It's Beuf Beckett at Gmail. BeaufBeckett at Gmail. Helmet communication helps a lot. It does. It really does. I have CBs in the truck. We really need to get some headsets so we quit yelling at one another. Um, I would suggest using the same ones that I use, which is the EJ AES, I think. And I think they're pretty affordable, and the range, and they just work perfect. I think they're pretty affordable too. That's the best part about them. So I didn't actually buy them. I was gifted them by actually by somebody that I really need to check on. I haven't heard from Josh Man in a while, so I'm kind of worried. I haven't heard from him. Somebody reach out to him. I'm going to when I get a chance. Let's see what's up with him because I'm kind of missed the dude and just want to make sure everything's cool. On the tree identifier, yeah, I'm sure there is. So, if you look right, oh man, ah, okay, dang it, we'll do this one more time, and you may have to just get a screenshot. I'll get you that barcode right there, and then we'll do the other one time. There's that one. There's that one. And then here is the front again, so you can see what it was. Hopefully that gave you enough. I wish I had good communication, helping communications. Yeah, hey, I was there forever, and I probably wouldn't have them now if Josh Man didn't just go out of his way to make sure that I had them. Now I feel silly for not taking the time to get them. So the new guy, first thing he did was put the cast helmet on and said this little thing was hanging in my face, so I just ripped it off. It's the microphone. He just rips the microphone off, and it's got like a one-time stick thing, so not cool. Who's working for keeps him super busy. Oh, right on. Okay. Yeah, I think he worked with his dad. Um, and he probably runs a lot of stuff there. So, I don't know. That's good, though. I just hadn't heard from him, so I just wanted to make sure he was cool. You haven't seen much from Josh Man lately. I should be able to freeze it and just... Okay, right on, BTS. So, Now let's finish this up real quick because it's getting dark. Probably have a light inside, but now inside my truck, I keep. Let me go get a light real quick too. I keep my climb bag. Here's all of my climbing gear. There's a few ropes in there, hand saws, all that stuff. Dang it. I don't have a light that I can get that easy, but that light just kind of shined on it. So he works for a large company just south of me. Okay, right on. Cool. All right. On top of that, you guys probably know how this works. When you get a new rope, it usually stays in the truck until you nick it the first time or mess it up. Then it goes in the back. So there's the newest rope that I own. It's all gear cherry bomb. I think 11.7 or something like that. This rope bag has lasted like 8 years. It's a Weaver rope bag. It has a 5/8 all gear Husky bull rope in it. So my rigging rope I keep in the back seat. I keep my other like real rigging rope because I have another rope that we do a lot of this stuff with. It's just like an all-around rope. It's what I use to pull trees over, stuff like that. So dang, I thought I would have a light there, but let's see. That helps a little bit. So right here, this is another all gear rope, Husky bull rope. It's a 9/16. This bag ripped out instantly. It's from tree stuff. So I sewed it together with metal, like wire. Held together ever since. I have rain gear, a couple different sets of rain gear. I have this I haven't even opened yet. It's the steel stump vise, where you just take and hammer those prongs into a chunk of wood, and then you clamp your bar down and you can sharpen your saw anywhere. I have the head to my pole saw. I keep it in the front, mainly because it's too long. So when I take it off, I'm like, I don't want to leave it back there for all the moisture to get on it and start to rust. So keep that in the back. There is a few different pairs of chaps that I have. A couple different hard hats. There's that one. There's this one. There's of course my proto, which is all the way back against the window back over here on the other side. There's the cask helmet, and both of them two have helmet communications, and they're actually in bags. So I just keep them hung up so they're real easy to get to, and so they're not getting smashed, and the earmuffs aren't getting broke and stuff. So. Okay. Then to the good stuff. This is an axe made for me by Jeff Schroeder. The Schroeder. Here is an axe made for me by probably the biggest supporter of this channel since it started, which is Greg Brown. Greg made me this axe a long time ago. Still works great. Probably the best axe I've ever had to split wood with. It works so good. Yeah, I don't know if I showed it. This one's like a jersey. It's got the little points. And I always wanted one of them little saws or heads. And it just so happened that that's what Jeff made me, and I was stoked. Also, back here I have the steel, like, I think it's a 28-inch picaroon. It's just a little pole thing with a hook. Works really good for getting ivy off, and for picking up chunks of wood where you don't have to bend over. But yeah, that's the main reason I have it. It's still kind of new. Probably why it's still in the truck. It just sits where the axes sit. Then I'm just gonna tell you what else. Also, that way I can sit and talk with you guys for a little bit before we end this. I also have my 150 that stays in my truck. Ever since Mike bought it for me and sent it to me, it's just been like a treasure of mine. So it's never went in the back of the truck. It's always rode in the front, right underneath my seat. So there's that. There's a bag of wedges for wedging trees over. There's of course some jumper cables, you know, 4-way stuff like that. I don't know, there's just a little bit of everything. So let me throw all this stuff back in here so I can just sit down and chit chat with you guys for a little bit before we call this quits. See, this is the worst part about doing all this, is because for some damn reason, like it fit when you take it out, or when you put it back, it doesn't fit. I don't know if I ever showed this. Greg made me this. Check this thing out. It's on a swivel. Little clip. Yeah, he sent me this. It goes on my saddle. I just keep it here on my climb bag. But yeah. Put that stuff up. It's getting hot out here, guys. Maybe we could do this like here, and you can, yeah, you can see me a little bit. We just keep the motion light on. Let me shut my truck, shut my lights off. Oh yeah, there's also like, there's like steel gloves in there. There's my old impact box that I used to take my little hero, our session, the GoPro session, and I used to take it and put it inside that little box and slam the trees down on it. That's in there. Oh, Jeffrey, leave. Okay, I'm gonna try to catch some of you guys' comments. Haven't seen much from you. Okay, I should be able. Works for a large company. Yeah, that's what I have. Is a cherry bomb. It's a great rope. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I actually started using it. Why is my phone so? Oh, I started using it because I tried the rocket line, which was the rocket line was amazing and probably is my favorite for the most part. But all gear make a really good rope. Kind of think it sucks that they've never gave me like the hookup on it though, because I feel like I've pushed their ropes forever. Even when everyone was making fun of them and saying, you know, that's for electrical workers, you know, line clearance. That's not for regular tree guys. Yes, it is. So, yeah, they used to have a bad name, but not anymore. A few years of sticking to it and having somebody shout your name forever, they're starting to come around. They make a really good rigging rope. I really love the rigging rope too. That's why I own two. So, ground pounder stump vise is great. Yeah, VTS definitely would suggest getting one. They're pretty sweet. They work good. Billy says, Nightman. Oh, dang it, Jeffrey. See you, buddy. Sorry. You too, man. You too. Sorry I kind of missed you there. See me, I'm waving my hand. I'm not like spazzing. I'm just trying to get the light on. Glad everybody else at least told Jeff bye, because apparently I missed it. I'm looking forward to catching the comments on my latest. You son of a gun. Squirrely John comes sliding in. What is up, John? Billy, is it that bad? I'm gonna have to kill him. Everybody go over and watch Ground Pounder's video so we can see what in the world is he talking about. You better not have put no sign of me photoshopped like a husky in my hand or something. Oh shit, everybody's already said turbos like I said. Dang. So everybody's like not laughing with me, they're laughing at me now, Ground Pounder. Thanks a lot. You know what? If I was any insecure at all, I would take that personal. But I could care less. And I'm probably going to think it's really funny. So I like how we can have a little bit of bickering and jabbing at each other. Like, I feel like that's what's missing from social media's version of the tree industry. It's a bit too serious and snarky. No, I haven't seen it, but I will definitely check it out. Cooled down last week, but warming up again here. Right on. Yeah, it's a bit muggy here, man. It kind of got sticky, so come on, light, come on. Gotta love that upward light down. Makes you look 10 years older. Well, actually, it just starts to look my age. It's getting hot here again. Keep hearing trees. Yeah, John, I used to do that all the time. I used to, which is, you know what? That is the reason I think that August first contacted me, because I was on Instagram and like doing my YouTube channel and stuff, and I knew Jade, and then like I still have all the messages and stuff, which is very funny when he acted like, that's why it kind of aggravated me. He reached out to me and asked me to get a hold of him. So when I did get a hold of him, he acted like he didn't know who I was, and that I basically shouldn't be, calling him. I don't know if that was just caught him at the wrong time or what, but I never did hear back from him, so just kind of left it alone. Then he has an issue with my name too, so even though I enjoy the content and I go over there, the interaction between me and him is like non-existent. But that was the reason he originally reached out to me, is because I think he wanted to know how everyone's like, dude, how many cameras did you go through? Do you just smash cameras over and over? I'm like, no, I'm not rich. Like, I have one camera. I built this insane overbuilt box out of a old solid metal electric box for an electric outlet. Then I put 2x4s and bracing in between that, like over the top of it, and bolted all them together, and then stuffed it with styrofoam, and then cut a hole out, and it slid into the styrofoam. It's actually sitting underneath my seat in there. I've been thinking about cutting the hole out even more, and for my new cameras, and maybe doing that. So yeah, it's something that I was maybe looking into. But I think he was reaching out to me because he wanted to know how I was doing that, and then maybe he just has so many people he just doesn't. I don't know. It's aggravating when someone reaches out to you and says, "Hey, you should call me, get a hold of me, let's talk." And then, especially when you kind of look up to him a bit, like if that would be like me telling one of you guys, like giving you my number right now, and be like, "Hey, give me a call when you get a chance. Don't call me tonight, but just call me when you get a chance." So you wait till the next day, when people would be off work, 5, 4, and call, and I'm just like, "Who are you?" Okay. I don't know. Then you become, like a bit aggravated. I'm like, oh, okay, well, hey, man, have a good one. I'm gonna hop off here. Yeah, you guys stay safe. And that was like the end of that. So I will definitely check it out though, Billy. The usual stuff here. Had to pop in for a minute. Cool. Now I gotta get with the folks in bed. Right on, John. Hey, thanks for swinging in, buddy. I appreciate it. Nobody's laughing at my friend. Nah, I'm just messing with you. I've always kind of been the type that I have to remember to like wink or smile or something because I keep a permanent frown on my face. So like a lot of times, even when I'm being sarcastic, it comes off as serious. So I have to remember. So I was just joking. 81 degrees here. Yeah, it's pretty like it's like muggy here. No, I'm not laughing at you, brother. No, you guys are good. I'm just playing. Enjoy the little kiddos. They grow up fast. Yes, they do. I will personally deliver a handshake. Oh, bring it on. Amen, BTS. Yeah, I think some people just get too big for their britches. Yeah, yeah, I think so. Um, I don't, I don't know. I don't like talking negative about people, but like I've had some people that not even so there's been some that I've looked up to when I do this and get into this, and I've been incredibly disappointed and kind of bummed out. I just don't understand, even if it was a total stranger that like watched your video and somehow figured out how to contact you, treating them like they're doing something wrong for calling you. It's just weird. Like I don't know. If you choose this game, you kind of take the headache that comes with it. I feel like, especially if you want to make videos, put yourself out there on the internet, then you're gonna have somebody critiquing every single thing you do. Um, so it wasn't like I like watched his video, waited to see his truck in one of the things, wrote the number down, called him, talked to the secretary, and said, "Hey, I need him to call me." And then I figured out it was nothing like that. It was, "Hey, here's my number, get a hold of me." And then like he burned me when I called him. And then when he would do live feeds and stuff, that's what kind of sucked. Is like I enjoy my name, so I don't really want to change it on YouTube. But some people really take that kind of stuff personal. I forget where they came from. Yeah, yeah. It's a bummer. But really, Ground Pounder, it's something I think about all the time. Like because who knows with YouTube, really? You could blow up and become very popular and make a lot of money doing this, and things can happen out of the blue, and it makes me like I always question like I talk like I would do it different, or I would treat people different, but would I? Like you don't really know because you're not in those shoes. Like I couldn't understand the stress like Buckin would go through, or August, or and let me correct, like I I've never been disappointed by Bucket. The dude is a saint. He has been nothing but just gold to me. So I'm not kind of putting anybody in a category there. It's just sharing my experience. Like I'm not trying to paint anybody in a bad picture. It's the way it was. Enjoy the family. Catch you next time. Right on. Oh no, I'm Kellen. See ya. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. I'll try to remember that next time. Little mechanic shop. I really have to remember that. This money does. That's a few. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you just. I would rather somebody just be real. You know. Um, if when you talk, a cuss word comes out every once in a while, it's not like you're not a demon for doing something like that. Like be. I wish people would be themselves because you can see when they're not. But then you can also see some people really make a transformation. like during their, that's just life though. You know, life kind of beats you up along the way. Maybe you become bitter and shut off to things, and maybe the more popular you get, more you don't like it. I don't really know. I can't speak to it. I just know that I enjoy the group, the people. Um, I just take it for that. I try not to look into it too much, take it too serious. Was 90 here today. Supposed to be warmer tomorrow. Oh, right on. 68 high. Yeah, it's got to be crazy hard. Yeah, but you know what? Like, I won't hold no hard feelings. Like, I think the thing that I've took personal is I feel like you can you can not like me. That's okay. You can totally disagree with me. Um, we could be opposites, and I'm totally fine with that. But I don't take too good with someone just in general talking to others like they're a better human being. Like they were made better than you. You know that their life decisions are more important than the ones and better decisions than you ever decided to make. Um, that part I take personal. Like, you're no better than me. I know how I interact with people, how I treat people, what I do for people. And getting one over on somebody is the last thing I've ever got on my mind. And I feel like that's not the case with a lot of people. They're just looking to know you because they feel like you can help them get their foot in the door. Maybe, I mean, I don't really know. Maybe you can help them out, give them something. Who knows? Hard to find real and yeah. Well, that is the understatement of the year. And I guess I shouldn't be on YouTube looking for that kind of stuff, but it is really cool when you find it. So I will say that. Is that how I got you? Hell yeah. Real people are hard to find. 100%. Glad to watch real people support each other. You guys are awesome. I enjoy the hell out of these. Never did I think I would, but I do. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you guys can look back on this, I've tried this doing the live feed thing so many times, and it's not ever really worked out. You know, I've just never get burnt really quick, and I just feel like, you know, I don't have, if it doesn't have like a legit purpose, it's just not worth it. It would be random. Sometimes I would just get on there, it'd be like one or two people. So the constant, like, supporters that swing in here definitely keep the lights on and keep me like doing this. Yeah, keep the lights on. Like I said, that was good timing. Yeah, I probably wouldn't come back and do these all the time and weekly if it wasn't for the small group of you that are always here, and then also the little bigger group that actually will watch these videos afterwards, which is wild to me because they lose the interaction aspect of it where they could ask questions and interact and stuff. But uh, maybe for some this is more entertainment, so they don't want the interaction. You know, a lot of people will watch a video and never comment. So it just depends on the person, I guess. But guys, I had to have talked your ear off. I swear every time I get ready to get off, there's some cool cat comes rolling in, and look at old Rob Bob comes sliding in for the last minute. Yo yo. Hell yeah, he's awesome, bro. Yeah, yeah. I kind of that's a real important thing on here. I've been like amazed with like if you ever need like, um, I'm just being straight up. If you ever need like a little bit of positivity or to regain a little bit of faith in humanity, on Sundays, Bucking does live feeds. Swing into a live feed. See the insane amount of support that strangers will give somebody who tries to do right and do good. You can disagree with some of his techniques and maybe something he does, maybe, you don't think he should do, but that's not your place to tell him that he can't do something. But he can usually disregard most of that, and even with as enormous as his platform is, I see him get aggravated sometimes. But wow, like, he's took that realm over to like kids and stuff. Like, he's looking to interact with children even. That, like, that's a realm that I feel like I should probably stay out of. Like, I feel like this is too rough and tough, and like, I have my off days. I am grumpy sometimes. Like, I don't even know if I would take that responsibility on. So I really like how, YouTube's like, is it made for kids? Nope, nope. So, of course, the channel could probably get a lot bigger if you did, but, if you ever need a little bit of faith, hop over there. Check out what goes on in those live feeds. There's an insane amount of people that are just there to spread a little bit of love, and then they hit the road. And they throw money at you. So, just so he can continue to do things to entertain them, which is just, it's insane. It's cool. Yep. Yeah, Dan. We get by. We'll make the best out of it too. So, sure. Yeah, I just try to be as straight up as I can with you guys. I mean, I'll tell you if I'm in a pissy mood, I had a bad day. I'm not gonna come on here and say, well, hello YouTube, and I'll give you my, radio voice, and it's just not me. You can hear it in my tone sometimes if I had a good day or not. Just be yourself and don't worry. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be hard to try to pretend to be somebody else. I send potential customers to my channel to see how and what I do, and then watch and call right back. So the appointment works. That's awesome. That's really cool. Can't wait to see what you say. Hey, Ground Pounder, I will find some time this evening to definitely swing over there and check that out. Enjoy having to learn a lot. Hey, that's cool, Turbo. You know, I, that's that is just a gift. Like, you don't, if you wanted to kick rocks today and say, stillborn ain't my cup of tea, you're not, like, I don't want anybody to feel like they're indebted because maybe something helped them out or something. It is cool to help somebody. I enjoy it. Everybody can say what they want. It's just me. It's my personality. If I could help people, I would probably do that at all times. It just feels good. Um, but at the same time, some people will milk you, and you just don't need them. But hey, guys, I am gonna hurry up and end this. Thank you so much for the instructions on the video and the information and stuff. Stump bikes. That's cool as hell. I never knew steel. Yep, they do. You can usually get them at your dealerships and stuff. So, JC Bond, right on. Yeah, Turbo, fucking cooler on the other side of the pillow. Yeah, his channel is JC Lawn, Tree, and Snow. I'm glad you like him, Billy. Always enjoy your equipment. We ended up buying something new. That's cool. That's really cool. I second that. That's awesome, guys. That's cool. That's cool. And being open-minded, ground pounder is the biggest thing. I mean, there's nothing to learn if you don't want to learn. So you can be an amazing tree guy. A very, let's just say very good tree guy. But that very good tree guy is gonna hit days when he finds something he's not prepared for. So if he's not continuing to learn and think ahead and learn these scenarios to get out of these situations before they happen, you get stressed out and you get stuck in a bad spot, and you become stagnant. You got to keep learning. Things change, and usually if there's something new, it's because it made something and it made an aspect of the task easier. Whether it's a new tool, a new technique, a new method in general, it made some aspect of that task easier, or it wouldn't be a new product. That may be as simple as it's a different color and it looks cool, but maybe this, you know. Ground pounder. We will catch you later, man. BTS. Billy. We got Turbo. I'm gonna go up through here. I know I said ground pounder. JC. Um, shoot. John for sure. I don't know if I said Turbo. I'm gonna say Turbo again. Dan, Rob, Bob, just all you guys. I appreciate it. You guys, like I said, keep this rolling along. I will catch you on the next one. Um, I hope the little diagram stuff at the beginning helped out. That's something I kind of wanted to discuss. I probably should do a little more detailed, but we will get there eventually. Everybody, double S, like Turbo said. So, so if you catch me and Turbo doing that back and forth, it's not we're not calling each other super sports. We're stay safe. So, I think Turbo started something here, and we're just gonna start putting SS. They're gonna think we're Nazis. We gotta watch it. We gotta watch how we make our S's. Um, guys, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Stay safe, and I will get you something out very soon. Appreciate it. Catch you next time.